What is good, friends? And welcome back to another episode of the Warbound. It's gonna start in half an hour approximately, and before it starts, it's time to talk about those two alliances that will collide. And during this event, only one winner. My money is on God. I don't know about you, but my money is on God. I fairly believe they have what it takes to win this Warbound. Hello everyone, QWERTY, what is good? Mamish, hello friend. TNT Murph, hello sir. We have Demons Warpath, Amorak, salut, Dark Hard Vic, 666, what's up? Who do we have? Smudge, hey, welcome Smudge. Meg Deep Fried, Time Space, back with us. S40 used to be the strongest until GOTH assembled a powerful alliance with a lot of strong commanders. Yes, I made an helicopter. I will try the helicopter. It will be under test during the Hawaii conquest. I will try it. I fairly believe that it's going to be a strong unit. I'm making a video about which tank to choose. That should be online. That should be live next week. I made the script. I did all the capture. I just need to edit the video. I will broadcast it as soon as possible. All right, QWERTY, good luck to you and make me rich. I put all my money on God, so do not disappoint me. Do not lose. Is there any S40 partisan? Is there any S40 supporters here? What's your opinion? Who do you think is going to win? So far, S40 only lost one match, and they lost against GOTH. GOTH is undefeated. That's quite a statement. Undefeated. They didn't lose a single match. We played against them. Quite strong. Actually, NNN fared better than F2P against GOTH. I don't know if GOTH went easy on us. I don't think they did. But the amount of commanders active online, these have such a synergy. It's quite impressive. Even if you're not a fan of GOTH, you can be a fan of S40. But even if you're not a fan of GOTH, you have to admit that their activity is next level. They are in a different league. Maui doesn't play anymore. He stopped spending. Wonderly Diaz, hello 44 Mag, why don't you have a title? I do have a title. It's right there. I'm the Supreme Commander of Seattle. There you go. There you go. I just don't like the title. It's blocking. It's impeding my view. I rather to remove it. And now I'm a God of War, friends. Yeah, Mao is done. He's not playing anymore. It's a pilot playing for him. He's not spending. Maybe he's still spending. Let me just purchase those before I forget. We're gonna have a co-host today until 3 or until 20 UTC. Scopes will join us. I am waiting for his call. So look at the collector ranking. So Mao is in 3rd place. He didn't spend a lot because Sing Song and Romarm OG dethroned Mao. He used to be, I think, in 1st place not too long ago. And you see the difference between 113 and 109. There's a lot of collector item you can purchase between those two levels. And then it's 109, 108, 108, 108. But between the third place and the second place, there is quite a difference. So E slowed down in the spending. Miz is almost at the same level of Mao. So imagine that. Yeah, he's not spending anymore. Well, it's not weak. He's still powerful. Yeah, so easy to burn. I wish. He's still powerful. Don't get me wrong. But he's not gaining power as fast as he used to be. Okay? Sing Song slowed spending, maybe. He slowed down on activity though. S40 will fall before GOTH. I think so. I don't wish anyone any bad thing, but the best day of S40s are now over. I beat Mao and B2B is pilot is trash. So who are you, Knife Warpath? Which account you own or you pilot? I'm curious. You must have a powerful account if you can base to base Mao. Nah, Singh just has low reserve because he doesn't spend as much. His pilot's still always on. That is true. I believe that. Pilots, this account is almost 24-hour active. S40 losses, this is justify. Yeah, time for change, I guess. It's a cycle, you know? Let's go again, yeah, at the boy, Leonhardt. Oh. All right. Yeah, I got a good base, though. Okay, so you beat his ass. That's good. keep doing that. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen for the next conquest. So F2P, they drop power. They broke up and made two smaller alliances, 2 or 3 smaller alliances. Server 27 also dropped from Legendary 1. Who else? S5 dropped from Legendary 1. So S40, do they still have any friends? S40 decline, hopefully start the we need fresh kings in Legendary 1. Scope is on. I'm waiting for his call. He's supposed to call. He's late. Yeah, so I believe that after this Warbound, S40 will lose some members. I just hope S40 will still fight for the next conquest. They have a tendency to disengage or stay inside the safe zone to deny kills when they know they're about to lose, which may happen for the next conquest. Who knows? It used to be the case when we fought against them. Mag, have you maxed the new Navy tactic? I did not. Which Navy tactic? Which one are we talking about here? Tactic. Sorry, this one. Tactic manuals. The steel rampart? Which one? Which? Oh, no, I did not. I know what you're talking about. This, it's locked still. Incendiary salvo. I did not max this one. You saw this max on my account. It was on the test account just to show you the potential. It's a good tactic, but there are tactics that I want to max before, like Ravaging Barrage. Ravaging Barrage. This one, I went from 3 stars to 4 stars. Okay, I want to max this one. Very useful in the sky. And after that, maybe I'll go for the Navy tactic. Hey, Baguette. What's good? Glad to see you. So I need a... It's not a beer. Calm down. It's Red Bull. I need some wings to keep me awake. I woke up at 6:30 this morning to stream the first episode, first match. Oh, you only missed 5 pieces? I hope you get it before the event ends, sir. I wish you good game. Conrad. So next C4 will have PF58 and S40. That is right. That's true. That's their only allied. And PF58, they lost quite a few feather. Versus WRK and GOTH. Yes, sir. S40 planned to eradicate GOTH and WRX. Seems to have backfired a little. Just a little. Yeah. And, you know, that's what happened. I mean, when you rig out the Conquest 2v6... and you realize that your side is starving kills, that there's nothing to do, and that S40 poach all the good players from F2P, then they abandon you and they don't want to be allied with you. So they're stuck with PF58. Well, stuck. They're not stuck with PF58. It's still a decent alliance, but I already see, I mean, PF58, when I played Legendary 1 2 Conquest ago, they got carried heavily. They couldn't do their things on their own. They had to they needed support to progress in the conquest. Mind you, they still have strong players, but most of their strong players now are free to play. So once they're out of reserves, they are out of the fight. That is not good when you play against GOTH, because GOTH do have a lot of spenders, and the conquest is now turned into a spending event, sadly, but it is what it is. All epic ones should split up and make more alliances all over. Split up the whales, limit teams somehow. Yeah, it's an arms race, but look at the Legendary 2 now. It's getting stacked. Let's go back to this wiki page. They have to merge servers, I think. Yeah, they thought about that, but there's something technical that prevents them from doing that. I don't recall exactly what's the reason, but they say it's kind of delicate. They will walk on this slippery slope with all the titles. Oh, Scope is there. So let me take the phone call. Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Oh, bonjour.
Bonjour. I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit because there you go. That's fine.
I'm very loud. I apologize.
That's fine. That's fine. If you guys cannot hear Scopes correctly or loud and clear, let me know. For me, it sounds great. Maybe for you it's different. So welcome, Scopes.
Well, welcome, sir. Hello, hello.
Yeah. So what's your take on this Warbound?
As a whole, or are you referring to this exact match?
This match.
Okay. Well, I haven't actually been following hardly any of it, if I'm honest with you, so I can't really comment. I know, obviously, both teams have won every match leading so far. You might have to update me on... There was a bit of controversy with some teams. I don't know if it's regarding these two, but like some teams, I believe, kind of got through with basically being given the win. And I don't know if it's related to these, but is that the case, or was that a different team?
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, GOTH is undefeated. They didn't lose a single match. Okay.
S40?
They won all the knockouts. S40, they won every matches except the one against GOTH.
Oh, so they have actually played once before.
Yep. In the knockouts, they had to. And when they played, and when S40 played against PF58 in the knockouts, PF58 didn't score any points because they had an agreement to concede the victory to S40.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's bullshit. I think that they should be disqualified for that, because when you bet money on teams, you expect them to play at 100%. If they start to rig a match and there's money, well, money, not real money, but they could be real money. You could buy packs for that. Then it's not fair. I mean, You can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
For sure, for sure. Now I'm looking at the Oracle, which is where you can place the bets. Now, obviously, I see that there has been, is that a billion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, okay. I think that's 10
10
million,
billion.
right?
Yeah, 10 billion.
Was that one?
I think
Okay.
so.
So there's been obviously a lot more bets placed on GOTH to win, but when you go to the final score, why has more people voted for S40 to win? So
I don't understand that.
I apparently
Oh,
don't have any
it's
bets
okay. I
placed on
get
there.
it. I get it. If you want God to win 2 matches, no, I don't get it.
Yeah,
A
so
2-1
people are
win.
betting for S40 to win 2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
don't understand that.
I was really confused because the thing is, it says I've got no bets on them, which again, I probably haven't placed a bet, and I don't know where my funds have gone. But obviously, I was confused, and I was like, am I doing it wrong? Am I thinking it's all incorrect with how it's set up? But
You
maybe not.
know,
Maybe not.
no. But mind you, I vote for a 2-1 win. Myself.
Do you think it will go 2-1 and not just a straight 2-0?
It's gonna go 2-0.
Oh,
I
you
hope
reckon?
it's gonna go 2-1 because I need the coupons.
Yeah, for sure.
But realistically, unless something crazy happen, unless God decide to sleep this match, which will not happen because this is their happy hour or their prime time, because happy hour they would imply they'd be drunk. So that's their prime time.
Yeah.
But if a square have a lot of votes, it's gonna attract more votes because people, they just see the amount of votes and they go blind and follow the sheep.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just got confused on what they were voting, to be fair.
Also,
So regarding, I saw you were obviously watching the rookie one earlier on. And I'm seeing obviously their total power is quite a bit of a difference. You got one that's 20 billion and one that's 15 billion.
yeah.
Was it good matchmaking, or
It
what
was
was
kind of
the?
lopsided.
It was lopsided. Okay, so I was always told at WRK there's no way anyone will beat them. So like, how did you find that first game went overall?
It started great. It seems to me that GG had a lot of energy. They had a lot of steam to capture the few strategic places, and it didn't seem like WRK were dominating right away. But once they realized that WRK had a significant lead, my impression is they disengaged. They stopped fighting pretty much. They
I see.
said,
So
yeah,
you assume that they kind of just accepted the fact that there isn't any way of them physically winning.
pretty much. Yeah, well said. That's my impression. That's what I saw.
But at least they gave it their full shot all the way to the end, you know?
Yeah, and I heard they lost a strong player. This Cathy guy, he got a collector level of 100. He used to be in GG, and then he joined S40. Imagine that. So,
Oh, really?
Yep. Who's that guy?
The guy that you said he
MC
joined,
Cathy.
you said that he joined GG. He couldn't play. He can't play in tonight's game, can he? Because
I don't think
is it
he
already
can.
pre-scheduled from whoever's registered from the start, right? So,
I believe so. That commander is called MC Cathy. He's a level 100 commander, and his all-time power is 925. So for this server where GG is easy. He's a big whale. All right. It's a more recent server. It's server 90, I believe. So he's quite strong. He joined S40 not too long ago, because last time I looked, he was still in GG. But I don't think he can play this Warbound. I don't think so.
yeah, I didn't think so either.
I
So
mean, yeah.
No, I was going to ask with regards to this match. Do you? Because I'm sure you've seen the previous results. Do you think this is going to be lopsided towards the keep calling them SOS, but I forgot their name now. Where is it? GOTH. Do you think it's going to be lopsided to GOTH like everyone else has been mentioning to me, or do you think this will be a actual really tough fight?
Well, if I based on the last match where they collide, I think God will roll them over, but not as much as last, because I think that last Warbound in the knockouts, they didn't expect God to be that powerful, so they got caught by surprise. Now they will be more prepared, but I don't think they cannot be their level of their activity level. I mean, it's insane. These God have such a synergy. They're all in voice chat. They control the sky. They have. I mean, it is crazy. When you see a bomber swoop in, there's like 20 other bombers. They blow up bases with bombers in Warbound. That's how they roll.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that S40, they have strong players, but not as much as God. And a lot of their commanders are becoming not irrelevant, but they're not gaining as power as fast as God. They stop or they slow down spending, and you can tell the difference in Warbound. Even if you don't have the unit skins and whatnot, you can tell.
Yeah.
They pack a lot of firepower. I mean, it doesn't forgive. When you engage them and you're not prepared, you will lose your rally pretty fast. So
I see.
God,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Griffin and Louise Griffin brought their account. Yes, yeah, there's a lot of accounts that got purchased in God. A lot of strong accounts. Just for an example, when I was earlier in NNN, we had Liwo, a strong player, but he wasn't super active. He had the technology, he had everything, but he was not active. And now, since he's in GOTH, you have a pilot and he's a game changer. He's always like in the top 3 fighting machine, which before I could beat him easily in fighting machine. So just to
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A big change.
A huge change. So we're 2 minutes. No, we have plenty of time. So we have 12 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes.
12 minutes. 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
And we can't actually spectate until that actually starts.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Alex. Lex. So yeah, God, they have assembled quite a team. I must admit it. So much so that S40, they complain to the developer of God having too many whales. Imagine that.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that's S40 who bring all the whales of mass, and B52 purchased many accounts to bring them in S40, and now they're complaining about about that.
Yeah. Is there a way for me to look at who's on the team at
No.
all? Is that a possibility?
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't either. You just have to look at for the alliance and presume that all the strong players are there, but there's no way we can look at the team right now, which is a shame.
Okay. Yeah. It'd have been nice to see who we're sort of dealing with and stuff.
It would be nice, and it would be nice if we could spectate the conquest the same way we do the Warbound with the color and everything.
So I'm actually here. If you go to the Army League, like the bit where you can view the schedule and spectate, at the very top right, you've got Commander Rankings. Now, I wanted to talk to you about this. Obviously, you've got Apex Warrior, and then you've got Top Player. What is the slight difference between the two? Do you know?
I don't know.
Because they vary ever so slightly. The first player and the second player are still in the lead there, but it's kind of crazy to see that you've got some members here who, for example, they're not the strongest in all-time power, and they don't even have the highest collector, but they're at the top. And I'm just wondering why that would be a difference in situation there. Like, do you have any idea how it's calculated for this
I don't know.
exact?
There's no detail on how the points are compiled or what you have to do, because this guy, out of my way, third place. How did he get there? What do you have to do? I only have 1 point, and I got the MVP for the last Warbound. I rank usually pretty good, but I only have 1 point, so I don't understand any of that. I don't know, and it doesn't say anything about this commander ranking. Do you even win something?
I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it somewhere, but I just can't. Yeah, I don't know where it was. I must say though, the rewards that you get, like the skins you get from this, are absolutely beautiful. Like the classic skins. Oh my god, they are beautiful. I gotta admit, the tank, the super heavy skin, that's amazing.
I'm getting it.
You're getting it?
Yeah, I got it already.
Oh, let's go. Wait, how do you get it though? Like, is it just from? Because how many is it that need to be? Because elite get it. Oh yeah, okay. So, and what placement is it? So top 8 rewards.
Yeah, top 8. Okay. So the leader have to choose 10 commanders for this prize, and they have to pick 2 commanders for the base skin.
Right, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm guessing you didn't get the base skin.
I didn't get the base skin, but I got the SH. Can I still find a reward for that? That's got nice.
So that skin is beautiful, I must say.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's quite unique as well. And at least it's a beautiful skin that you earn from your activity and your level, and not by spending. Well, I mean, there you go. So right
now I'm trying to find because I remember there was I remember them mentioning the actual like how you get the points. I just can't find it here. And because I remember reading it somewhere, and I think maybe we read it on the actual patch notes that we received one time, but it doesn't look like it's here in game, unfortunately. So
it's hidden somewhere. It's a shame.
You know, I still haven't used any of my how long do we have left? 21 days. Okay, we've got quite a long time though to use the rest of the coins up that you get.
Yeah.
The Warbound coins, so that's okay. How long we got now? We've got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So is part of you wanting? Is there a part of you that obviously wants GOTH to win, or do you want S40
I have the
to
theme.
win?
If you want, look, I'm sorry to cut you off, but somebody shared. If you want to look at this stream, somebody shared the lineup of S40.
Okay. Let's see if we can check it out.
So on the left side we have GOTH, and on the right side we have S40. Somebody's for sale. Thank you, Immortal Black, by the way, for sharing this.
Do we have? Is it a link or?
No, it's not a link. You have to look at my stream. He sent me the thing through Discord. Then we have Redneck, Big Arm Greg, BMW 535, Romarm OG. On the other side, we have Vertigo Hope, Moo, S40, then Redneck, Nameless, Deadpool, Arm God, Chaco General, Shooter McGavin, Izu. Yeah, the GOTH have all the muscle.
So I've got a question regarding the lineup. Is it true that during the first couple of events that were available, like during the knockout rounds, people were able to somehow get more than 30 members on the team?
Yes, you could, but only 30 could play the event unless you allow them to join to replace people that doesn't show up.
No. I understand that's how the mechanics meant to work, but I was told by quite a few people that people actually had 31 to 33 people physically playing.
No, maybe maybe there was a bug, a visual bug, but if you counted the commanders in game, there was a max. The max was 30.
I see. Okay.
So
yes,
S40,
they've definitely got all the bigger players there. I can see.
S40 is missing one player. Maybe we'll join later. Oh, they're missing more than one player. They're missing 3 so far.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's GOTH have a full team.
Oh, they're missing 4 people, right?
They're missing 3. So 27.
Well, no, because 27's not there. Look, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Yeah. That's 3, no? That's 4.
No, because 27's missing as well. So
you're right,
27, 28, 29, 30. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, okay, now they have 30 admitted. Okay.
Ah, okay. All up to date
Very
now.
good. Yeah, that would suck if they barely lose just because those commanders doesn't show up.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate.
That would be unfortunate. More than 30 commanders score points against us the first event, but I don't know if they were all in the same time. I don't think so, Kevin. I think it was a visual bug. GOTH is in an amazing state. Yeah, we have a supporter of both teams in chat.
So who, like, this might be, maybe you don't want to answer. I don't know if you don't want to get on anyone's bad side. But is there anyone you would prefer to win? Do you want the underdog? Do you want to see the underdog win, or would you prefer the favorite?
No, I'm rooting for GOTH. I know they're gonna win.
You are rooting for GOTH.
And okay. I was in Legendary 1 playing against S40 when GOTH beat them in Warbound, and the chat was lit. S40, they were not happy.
Okay.
They didn't take this lightly. They were pretty upset. They didn't expect that. They got literally they got steamrolled literally. So
and do you think there's any chance with the fact that now you've got now you've got obviously S40 have had time to not reconsider, but they've had time to think about the situation, they've had time to maybe prepare for it. Do you think there is any chance for them to physically have this comeback and really step up the show to actually potentially beat GOTH?
I don't think so.
You generally don't think that even with the time they've had to prepare for it?
I don't think so. I don't think it's unavoidable. They know what to expect, and I guarantee you they're pretty nervous about it. They know they're gonna lose.
I see.
That's how confident I am. I've watched them play few times now, and I see what they are capable of, and they are no joke, my friend. You're gonna see how it goes. The match will start in 30 seconds, friends. Thanks for watching. We're about to go live for this Warbound, this first match of the final, where 2 giants will collide, but only one will win. My money isn't on GOTH. We're gonna see real soon who's gonna win this match, so stay tuned.
I'm excited now because obviously I've never seen a hegemon to this level, and it'll be nice to see what sort of rallies people are using. Obviously, I'm assuming it's going to be the standard. You know, you got your MBs, your helis, your lights, but then obviously you got the rocket launchers. But I'm curious in these higher, bigger levels, how many of those, do any of them use Howies? Is that a meta that they use in this? I doubt it, because obviously you want speed.
It's main battle tanks, and it's a lot of jets.
Rocket launchers.
Here we go. We have GOTH in the blue side and S40 in the red side. Red team. The match has now started. I see
the jets from the jets on the right hand side. I mean, that's amazing. Now, one thing I'm very curious about here, Mag, is one thing I've noticed. There is not a single, there is not a single helicopter or even light tank on the field. It's just MBs and rockets.
Yep.
Now, is there a reason for no light tanks? Because as we know, light tanks are extremely strong and powerful. So, what's the reason for no light tanks in this? I'm actually
Tanking
also
base.
seeing just tanking a base. You,
Yeah.
you just don't need light tanks at all for that, obviously.
We may see a little of light tanks, but it's mostly main battle tank and rocket truck. That's mostly it, and then the rest is bombers and jets, pretty much. So I have a huge group at the bridge near the blockhouse zone. We're gonna have a little bridge battle, friends, and you can tell S40 they came prepared for to counter the Air Force. They have many anti-tank guns. As we know, they cannot dominate the sky with the jets. They have to use the ATG. That's their only way to be able to stop that Air Force. Lots of troops, jets, and bombers. They have to be careful because those ATG will chew them up real quick.
Yeah, the ATG is definitely really strong, and I'm wondering, obviously, with the buff to heli, how dominant the helis would be in the hegemon against all of these MBs. Would a heli rally win, or would an MB rally win now that the helis have had their little buff?
I don't think they have time to test it out on this final match, but from my test, the heli is hella strong now.
Oh, okay. We're excited to watch that. So, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I was going to mention the fact that we are seeing a lot of ATGs on the field, but it does look like those ATGs aren't lasting very long with a rocket launcher rally creeping up on them.
So GOTH is already capturing 2 buildings. It's 0 against 1 building advantage to S40. S40, they know that the only way they can win this match is by capturing assets. So they are building at the train station. Already see 4 bases there in the zone, while GOTH is capturing is at the blockhouse. They didn't capture yet, but they will capture the airport soon. And they have 1 turret, and they're soon to have 2 turrets, but right now they have no buildings versus 2 for S40. So S40 will take the lead in points until they can capture more asset. So far, early minutes, early in this Warbound, GOTH is trailing behind slightly, but now they build a turret. So it's 3 building against 1 now. S40 is building 3, has built 3, I'm sorry, and now they're building an additional turret on the left side. This one, the turret that is glowing. So Mao is building. He's about done. Only 5 seconds or 15 seconds.
The only problem I'm seeing here, though, Mag, is that unfortunately, although they've currently taken the lead with the captures, they have now, due to that, slipped behind when it comes to the blockhouse, which means they have 0 blockhouse access on both the left and the right side.
Right.
So it does look like that, you know, unless they can go on and dominate the outside, they are going to still very slowly but surely lose that point advantage from the start.
GOTH is blocking those 2 turrets. They have established they have foothold on those blockhouse. They just need to build it, which could be easy as they are guarding the bridge, and all they have to do is expand their territory on the far left and far right. But I believe that S40 saw this opportunity as well, because this is where they're going. They're going at the supply depot. They will attempt to secure it. It's 4 versus 4 building each. It's gonna come up to the central plaza. The first team that will capture the central plaza will rack enough points, and if they can keep their momentum, they will secure the win. That's how I see it early in this Warbound. So both have a train station, both have the airport, so they have the ability to teleport in a timely manner. So what's gonna happen at the train station here? Yeah, they will capture the blockhouse. Does the blockhouse count for more points? I believe so. And what happened to the extreme left? Okay, extreme left GOTH have bases. So they will most likely be able to capture on the left side. It will all boil down to the central plaza, I suppose. Oh, I see a lot of jets now at the far right where no cheating is. A lot of jets. I count at least 10 of them, if not 15. And they are bombing away. Look at those bombers coming in hot. S40 cannot do anything about it. They're getting themselves bombed to death. Even strong players. Oh, some of them are removing troops now.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. And also, one thing I've noticed, if you go and look through all of the bases, I mean, almost, not all of them, but almost every single GOTH base is over 1 billion and with their big buffs on.
Yeah.
And I've only seen 2 over 1 billion on the S40 side. Very huge difference in power there.
Yeah, yeah, the difference in power is quite significant. I'm telling you, GOTH assembled quite a team, and look how many jets there are at Lewo's side, left side where the blockhouse is. I see a swarm of jets, a lot of jets.
Well, yeah, I can see that now as well. They're deciding to go on to the side that has the lesser amount of jets, but I think word has been struck because I'm seeing a lot of jets. The entire right-hand side of jets is now flying over to the left here. If you have a look.
Okay, they're coming. Yeah.
They're all coming. They've been given the word.
They're all in voice chat. Trust me, and they know what's up.
Now, obviously, we do have a couple of minutes left now till we're able to physically get.
Look at those jets.
Blockhouses open.
Look at those jets coming in. Their ham is getting steam as we speak. They're all falling back. Look how much jets they have. And more coming.
It's honestly crazy to see how fast the HP of those red jets are just full. The moment the GOTH start attacking.
And we have Lois Griffin, and Curson. Nobody weak on that side. S40 is attempting a little push at the bridge. And the bombers are coming in. Yeah, I think he got it. Leo made a successful bombing run. And everybody's running away now. So what do we have? Right side. A lot of GOTH on the right side. So they saw S40 moving in and they will prevent them. And if we look more on the far right side, this is where S40 is. So S40, they have a small rally, but not enough rocket trucks to move this base. But they're going in anyways. Oh, thank you, J Master Gaming. They're going for Big Arm Azat. Now the cavalry is coming. They're going to try to save this base, but it's too little too late. S40 have enough troops on the ground to move that base in a timely fashion. GOTH have to back up a little bit. This time S40 is more prepared. They know what to expect and they're going to fight. So a different Warbound than the first time they collide.
From what I can see, though, the whole decider of this is just down to the fact of the air. You know, in this game, especially the further you get into the game, I do think that the air is all the difference. You know, it doesn't matter how good your ground is. If your air isn't up to top, you just can't. You know, air superiority rules the entire battlefield at the end of the day.
Indeed, if you control the sky, everything else is much easier. Now the far side have opened. It's up to them to capture it. I see some movement. So S40, they are going for the supply depot. They burn one of the Raven base there. They know they absolutely have to capture those assets if they want to win this Warbound. Otherwise, firepower, they don't have it. So S40, they will attempt to capture the far right. And we have a little group here that will attempt to interfere. It's Neon. I see 2 rocket trucks and 1 main battle tank. He's outnumbered, so he's gonna have to pull back. Something is happening. I see people. Okay, Blockhouse has been taken by GOTH. So they have a slight lead in progress. S40 is nowhere inbound to stop them. They focus on the right side. So S40, they cannot go for the blockhouse because GOTH, they will control both of the blockhouse. So S40, they're going for the extreme far right. That's their only hope. So another blockhouse destroyed by GOTH. They will take both blockhouse without any opposition. I see Stewie Griffin moving in to start building as soon as this building is burned out.
Annihilation.
I'm also seeing on the left side here, Mag, they're actually, S40 are also kind of losing that left side as well due to the presence of GOTH.
Yeah.
They only just about managed to kill 1 rally, but, you know, they are still, you know, S40 are sort of currently winning the fight on the left, but they do have more bases with GOTH over there, so...
I see little units, very few units on the far left side.
Correct.
Slamjack is in trouble.
Oh, Mao is on left side now, so he's brought his base out. There are a couple of bases actually rotating on the left side here. They're going to try and capture up those left side bases as well, so...
So the blockhouse,
it could be a close game here.
The blockhouse is about to get secured by GOTH on the right side, while S40 is capturing or building the supply depot. I see a lot of jets though. A lot of jets. Oh, and some ground troops. They're gonna collide at the supply depot. So let's see who's gonna win the ground game. Seems to be that both camp have about the same amount of units, but the blue team is eating the red team. Successful tactic deployed by S40, knocked down a few units. S40 is reinforcing faster than GOTH though. GOTH is gonna get swooped by S40 on the far right. That could jeopardize the capture of the armory. Yep, S40 have the upper hand now. They are burning the remaining GOTH ground forces. If GOTH can successfully build this supply depot, or this armory, should I say, then they don't have to worry about too much, as they can drop in bases. GOTH have 5 buildings and S45 as well, but GOTH is building the blockhouse and is about to finish the armory to forge a lead. Blockhouse is about to capture. The armory is captured, is secure. The blockhouse is about to get captured as well. And GOTH have a 7 building to 5 against S40. All right, so GOTH is in a better position. 45 minutes to go. The plaza should open soon. It's gonna open in 5 minutes, so let's pay attention. However, on the left side, far left side, we have GOTH capturing the supply depot. So GOTH will soon to have an advantage of 8 buildings against 5. It's a much closer race than before, friends, but GOTH is dominating so far. Oh, I see some troops converging. Okay, GOTH is falling back. They're gonna go for the Plaza. And this is where we're gonna see a massive fight. Plaza will open in 4 minutes, and it's already fighting there. I see some S40 units retreating. We talk about the lack of light tank. I see Evangelist with a light tank. 2 light tanks actually, and he's being chased by Curson with his Vanguard bomber, and Curson have a dangerous unit. In 1 bombing run, he took half of Evangelist's HP, and Evangelist is not a weak player either. I see about 15 jets at the Plaza, more coming in, and when you see jets, the bombers are standing by. 3 minutes 26 seconds until Plaza will open. More jets are converging and ground troops are on standby. S40 will capture the turret. Is that a turret? The armory on the far left side. Only 2 bases are required to capture this asset. It's now 7 buildings to 6 in favor of GOTH. But GOTH have overall more points.
Get ready.
Central Plaza is about to open. 3 minutes until contest. And this is where we're gonna see who's who. Oh, you count 24 jets. So GOTH have to pull back a little bit as those ATGs are driving in. Let's see how those ATG will cope against those rocket trucks and those ground units. Oh, yeah, that bomber disappeared. Maybe bombing those ATG is not a good idea. But they're going to try to flank those jets from the side. Oh yeah, look how many troops GOTH have. Well, they're not fooling around. And as I'm saying this, supply depot is being captured by GOTH. They will forge a bigger lead with 8 buildings to 6. It's still 7 to 6 now, but it's a matter of seconds before they have a building advantage. So S40 is slowly creeping toward GOTH. Not with the most confidence, and I understand. A small rally attempting to pierce the defense on the right side, but they're getting pushed back. Oh, look how many troops they have! There you have it. 8 buildings to 6 in the favor of GOTH. So pretty
it's
hard
actually hard to see.
I was about to say it's hard to describe what's going on. I see blue, I see red, I see moving stuff. But GOTH is deep inside S40 land to interdict them, any ground troops, to even come near the Plaza.
Annihilation.
Wow. And just like that, it looks like the battle's over. If I'm honest with you, I think it's just air units left there right now.
Annihilation.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was just saying as well, Mag. For me personally, when I'm playing Hegemon, I'm the commander for my Hegemon. I'm always telling people where to go, commanding the rallies, where to go, when to go middle, who should go right, who should go left. And I was just saying, comparing it to this level, it's just absolutely insane. Like, obviously for me, we have like 5 or 6 rallies, you know, and I only have to focus on a couple. But here, I mean, how many rallies do you reckon they have here? Easily, what, 20 maybe?
They have at least
potentially
15.
more.
I mean, it's both have full teams and both are running almost full rallies with full troops. So you do the math, and we have
Annihilation.
between 15 to 20 rallies.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be absolutely insane. I mean, I think that trying to like, for example, being a leader and commanding this without voice chat would be physically impossible.
It's chaos.
So obviously, yeah, I mean that would be, it's probably chaos with the voice chat, let alone without it. So, I mean, at this point here, do you get the feeling
the
that
Central Plaza is over.
losing that middle fight, honestly, quite fast, in terms of how quick that fell?
Yep.
Do
They
you
just
reckon
captured
that
the plaza as we speak.
Yeah, they've just captured it.
So S40, they gained the unwavering buff already, unwavering pursuit buff already. Now it's a game of which side GOTH will go to push S40. Now they already broke their back. They already showed them who's who on this Warbound. So let them decide which side they're gonna push to increase their lead.
Annihilation.
Looks like they will converge left side.
I was gonna say, with regards to that wavering buff, this would actually be a really good test. Like, Lilith can really use the data from a fight like this to just see how effective that really is. Because, in my opinion, whenever we've been fighting people in the hegemon, whenever the enemy team get that wavering buff, they still seem to not be able to do anything, and I just don't know if it's even worthy. What do you reckon?
I think it's too little too late, because once you are losing, you lose also the motivation and hope. So by default, you don't have what it takes anymore, willpower wise, so it's up to the losing team to wake up and use this buff to their advantage. In that case, S40 may be able to resist longer. They may not be able to take the upper hand, but they may be able to make it more difficult for GOTH. We saw that they have no chance in the sky. They have no hope on ground. So maybe this buff will help them. Now I see some GOTH, they are closing in on that guy. That dug up base is already burned out. They're not wasting any second. They open fire right away. Steel Rampart to the rescue, but that's not gonna be enough, and he's gone. That is quick, and I like this style. They don't wait. They engage the base. They don't let the enemy think of maybe they don't give them any slack. They engage it right away, and I'm a big fan of that. I'm not a fan of waiting forever and you let the enemy figure out the solution. They just go for it. So that's one less base to worry about. Seems like they're trying to flank, and we're gonna see more S40 now reinforcing this position as they are starting to feel the pressure. If you look at all those blue dots converging to the armory under control by GOTH, look at those jets now. They're staging there just in case S40 try something funny. Mao is in the armory area. Is he gonna do something about it? Alone, he can do anything. So let's see.
Annihilation.
Oh yeah. GOTH already
Mag,
have,
is Mao their strongest player?
No, it's not. I think Mad plus minus is their strongest player.
Okay.
He's no weak by all means, but he's not the most.
Sure. He is the highest collector level, though, from what I can tell. 109.
From S40, I believe so. I see a lot of GOTH, not a lot of S40, but they're moving in slowly but surely. But GOTH already have the advantage in terms of the amount of troops, and looks like GOTH is being engaged. And look how fast his base is melting, and he just popped Just like that, his ham got steamed quick. Is there any hope for Hope?
That's fast.
Yeah, look at Hope. He's about to be hopeless. There you go.
Annihilation. Domination.
And he's done.
Annihilation.
Goodbye.
That's actually crazy how quick that you can kill bases with this setup.
Oh yeah, they're moving base in lightning quick. Just like those bases were nothing.
But I'm curious, Mag. I mean, obviously most people don't have this exact same setup when out in the real world. Everyone has Howies, you know. But like, when it comes to in the real world, let's just say everyone in GOTH, for example, switched to just MBs and rocket launchers only. Do you think it would be just as effective over there as it is here?
Yep.
So what is the reason they don't do that then?
Well, in Hegemon or Warbound, you can assemble 5 rocket trucks if you want, as long as you have the officers for. In a Conquest, it's really hard to assemble more than 1 rocket truck unless you took all the time to gather the parts and the prototype pieces and everything, right?
That is true. That is true. But like, I mean, most people have, you know, 2 or 3 blue Howies or 2 or 3 red Howies. Surely those people that, you know, have spent, you know, a decent amount of money on the game and that would easily be able to get enough to make, you know, 2 or 3 rocket launchers. And if everyone done that within these sort of bigger, more spending alliances, would they not be able to get even remotely close to the same effect?
Depends, because you need the Russian prototypes for those rocket trucks. You may have plenty of Liberty prototypes for the howitzer, but you need more Russian prototypes for those rocket trucks. And if you want to siege a base deep inside the enemy territory, a rally of MBT and rocket trucks with a few jets to protect your units is the best way.
Yeah, no, I fully understand. Obviously, it would definitely be not as easy, but I'm curious to see. Obviously, Lilith actually mentioned in a recent developer note on their Discord that they are noticing a big increase in the sort of MB and rocket launcher meta that's going around.
Yep.
But I must say, like, I don't see it as much in my leagues. I'm guessing, is it very prominent over in the higher leagues or not?
In the higher leagues, you see more rocket trucks. So that base just blew up while we were chatting. This Metz Costa is about to say its prayer. Is being engaged. Now a good Russian main battle tank just opened fire. And look how fast he's gonna die. Just like that. Poof. Got almost lost nothing. So the area is about to be cleared, and another base just disappeared. As I said, that the armory cannot be ignited, and this is where S40 will start to be on their heels. Another base just drop in. It's at 25%. It's a good time to start blowing them, keep them low, so when they jump, they have no HP.
Obviously, you do get your HP back a lot quicker here than you would normally, but it's still not enough for, you know, once you're dying this fast, this many times, and obviously you only get, is it like 2 jumps? Like at this stage in the game, they'll only have 1 jump maybe?
Yeah, you're limited to 1 or 2 jumps, even though
every 15 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, even though the HP recover fast, everything is fast-paced in Warbound or Hegemon. So I believe this is Zeki. He's about to lose his base. Another guy is jumping to the rescue. Shooter McGavin. That's not going to be good because he cannot deploy his base. He did. He lost 2 units in the process. So that's going to go downhill really quick. I don't even bother training. They're done. But
I tell you what, he did get lucky there. I don't know if you saw, he got very lucky with the 3 remaining troops locked on to almost only rocket launchers. So I think he actually got the most kills out of everyone there. Believe it or not.
I did. And by the way, the rocket launcher is a much better field unit than the artillery, as it's much quicker. It fires faster. The initial attack is quicker. I'm doing much better with the rocket truck on the field than the howitzer.
100%, yeah.
B-52FL, 672 million power, collector level 51, quite low for a whale. That I believe is lead farmer bases that got purchased by B-52, but he's not spending. He's trying to switch the aggro, but lost 2 units in the process. And there you have it. It doesn't matter. At this point, when your base is getting engaged, just brace for impact and get ready to press the relocate button. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything. So another base just dropped in. Level 0 Raven used to be an F2P, now an S40. Quite a strong base. Why solo? Does he have little troops inside? I don't know. So Redneck have the infantry unit standing by, ready to engage and open fire. Level 0 Raven. Activate a buff. That's going to be too little too late. Will change nothing. So once the officer's kill shot is launched, there you have it. Boom. Such a beautiful base gone. Now there are no more bases. Ashina just dropped in. So they will repair this armory. Little army group behind Ashina. The Azerbaijan team to the rescue. God just saw that. But they are, what's happening here? They are converging toward the middle already? Okay, the central plaza will open in 3 minutes. So God, they said, we're not going to waste our time with this. We will go where we will get the most points. And this is the plaza. Look, those jets are gathering in the plaza area. More jets. They know. And S40, they are standing by, not doing much, no jets, no nothing, while GOTH is preparing, they're bracing for impact.
Mag, do you know if you're able to use the fortification buff in Hegemon? I've never tried it. I don't think you can, right?
Fortification, the blue wall. I don't think you
the
can.
blue one.
Can
I don't.
you? I don't know.
I've never tried it. I've never even looked to it to see. To be fair,
I don't remember anyone having it. Maybe you can't. Otherwise, I would
I'm
see
sure if
plenty
you
of
could, they
those.
would have. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You would be stupid not to use it, especially when your base gets blown up in 5 seconds. You get a full 15 seconds guaranteed survivability.
That would really change a lot, to be fair.
Yes. It would slow down. Yeah, it's not available. Somebody said that it's not not gonna happen.
Okay.
So the unwavering buff, every time you blow up a base, you get points. But that's far from being enough. So usually when this buff is triggered or activated, when the lead is high, when the difference in point is high, every time you blow an enemy base, you get 2,000 points. This time they only get 8,000 points. But GOTH gather 18,000 points per minute versus S40 with 10,800 per minute. So they are forging their lead as we speak, and that buff will have no effect. There you go. S40 has destroyed a base and earned 1,000 capture points. That's nothing. So S40, they show no interest in the plaza. I see only a handful of troops moving in. Where are they going? If they are smart, they're going to try to capture the blockhouse, maybe? Yeah, they are going for the blockhouse. So they will seize this moment. They say we have no chance to go for the Plaza. This is not possible. We're gonna go for the blockhouse. And Ramar Muji, God knows, they are instantly alerted and will drop bases. Kerson just moved in and said, nah, not gonna happen. So they know. They have this conversation in voice chat, and they're gonna prevent S40 from sneaking in.
The path to the central plaza is open.
Plaza
Get in
is
there and
open
take
now.
control.
It's official, and it's another successful capture without any opposition. That will be the easiest Plaza captured by GOTH. Yeah, they're
Now, would
already
you-
disengaging. They are already going elsewhere. They're going to conduct their business and finish the job at the supply depot, maybe the armory. Oh,
The
they're
armory on
going
the
for
right-hand
Lewis
side.
Griffin. Yeah, sorry.
The armory on the right-hand side looks like that's where S40 are pushing right now.
Oh yeah, armory right side. Okay. Yep, they're going there.
Do you remember the score from the first game they battled? Was it this big of a difference, or?
Oh yeah, much bigger. It was like a million
much bigger,
something
okay.
to. I think S40 scored 250,000 points. It was not great.
Oh no. So
Yeah.
they've improved. At least they've improved.
Yeah, they improve. I predict that they would take this more seriously, and as we're seeing it, they're doing better. They're doing much better just by capturing early and rushing those buildings, because on the ground they're not better.
Yeah, it does seem already that they've S40 have been pushed back on that right-hand side.
Yeah, they push back, they mobilize, base were dropping quite fast, and they gather quite an army to repel. They're moving. B-52, he's running away now. Will he deploy his base? Did they engage Mao base? No, they did not. Okay. So B-52, if he doesn't move his body, he's gonna cook. As his truck is in danger, maybe he will attempt to get activated.
I have noticed that they've
Oh,
also
blockhouse is burning.
B-52.
Annihilation.
God,
Oh.
blockhouse is burning. Oh, it's being repaired as we speak. Ruslana have dropped in. He's a big boy, over 1 billion power, and he's being engaged. Oh.
Is one rally enough to take it out? That's the question.
If that infantry survive, yes, that will be enough. They may not. Oh, now it's not gonna work.
Oh no.
The rocket
Oh,
truck
no.
died. Even if this infantry survive, forget it. That's not gonna happen. He's buffed as well, and those bombers, they will eat those troops alive. There you have it.
The activity,
Yeah.
you can tell, is such a difference between the two as well, unfortunately.
Their reaction time of GOTH is outstanding. They, as soon as they
Yeah.
smell something burning, they immediately drop in. Oh, and now they are in a full-blown attack near the blockhouse. Not near the blockhouse, but at the armory. Yeah, armory area. They are on a full-scale attack. They blew up those two bases at the same time. Because blowing one on sequence or two in sequence is not enough. They blow them both base at the same time. That's just a show of force from GOTH. It's all blue units now. Oh, another buff for S40.
Where are you seeing these buffs? I apologize. I don't see
There
them
was a
popping up on my end.
message scrolling on top of your screen.
Okay.
So
It'd
Vangelis,
be nice to see
yeah.
that information.
Yeah. Vangelis is guarding, is in garrison in the supply depot. I said armory, but it's the supply depot. This supply depot is in danger.
Something I've never seen before. Can you see the MB that was just next to that base? It had a green bar at the top of it. I've never seen that before.
It's one of the tactic, the shield tactic, the strongest one. When you have 5 stars, you have a green bar on top of it, and that green bar regenerate with time. The shield keeps regenerating when you hit 5 stars.
Right, okay, that's probably why I've never seen it. No one has such a big tactic.
It's a well tactic, so
Legendary.
Curson he's killing people. Where is he killing? Was Griffin, Blockhouse. So GOTH is pushing left now. They are pushing left. They will resume back to business. They will go for the armory on the far left side. Sheena is guarding the area. Shouldn't be a problem to move.
You can see them actively using the teleporters as well, which is absolutely amazing to get them from that left to right side extremely quick. It's very rare you see many people utilizing these teleporter pads.
Yeah, they're smart. They're using it.
Very effective. Very effective.
So Sheena is gone. Hope is back. Another guy. Neto. Well, Neto is activated just to have to commit now. They have to commit, otherwise Neto will make a big boo-boo. That's it. They saved the siege. It's gonna cost them a few units though, but they saved that siege. There you have it. Mad plus minus. I didn't see a lot of God base burning, but S40 they are getting popped as they drop.
Annihilation.
So we have Mad plus minus, level 0 Raven. Mad even popped an insignia for this Warbound. That's
How long do these insignias last?
I think they last 30 days or something. But it's unusual to pop it before a conquest. Usually you want to save those for the conquest, right? Because they last only a few days. But yeah. So God now is a little bit sleeping. They're getting attacked by S40 and they're not reacting. Okay, now they're gonna mobilize. They will cook Hope. They're gathering around. We need the MB to start this show. No, the infantry is starting. So Curson have a solid infantry. Steel Rampart activated by Hope. That's gonna be too late. Wasted tactic. Then level 0 Raven will be next. The next customer on the burning cycle. Oh, Leo started the siege with a MB. When you pop out and back in, you just lose momentum on the aggro. You shouldn't do that, but they're doing it anyways. Mad plus minus remaining. Then we have Vicary. So Mad plus minus, another strong commander, 863 million power. Oh, they're gonna go for Noob's Day instead? Okay. So Noob's Day is getting Ignite. Ruslana opened fire and everybody followed. All those rocket trucks ripping that base apart. Oh, they're gonna keep Mad plus minus for the end. So dug up.
One thing I've noticed, Mr. Mag, is a lot of the S40 have used the time while their bases are healing to switch out the rocket launchers for the defense purpose of getting the Howies in now, because obviously during the defense, Howies will be slightly better than rocket launchers. I've noticed a lot of them dropping in are starting to have more Howies than rocket launchers now.
So
Not that
Lee
it will make a
yeah.
difference.
So Lee will open fire, dug up, trying to survive. Oh man, you had to be quick to press on the relocate because the last 25% HP went to 0 lightning quick. Okay, so S40, I don't think that this strategy is smart from God. They're burning far and have to come back. While they do so, all their reserves are getting hit. So that may not be the smartest thing to do. So S40 saw the opportunity and they pretty much killed all those reserves. But they are back burning as we speak. They should have... Oh, mad! Only 2 units in base. They should blitz that base quick before he trains back. Why is he not training? Is he out of reserves? It could be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would blitz that base as soon as possible. Yep, there you have it. Now,
Yep,
they got smart. They're going to open fire on that base. Look how fast he's going to burn. Inflicting minimum damage. And they have to go burn faster on the lower left corner. If you blink, you missed it. Hope is getting engaged as well by Liwo. Another base drop in. Shooter McGavin trying to save the day. But he's gonna face the same fate. Ruslana open fire with the MB. Follow up by all those artillery, rocket trucks and whatnot. There you have it. So Vicari is the next one. More bases drop north of the armory, while GOTH gather. That is a bloodbath. As soon as they pop, as soon as they drop, they're getting popped. Vicari, it's turn to die. Boom. Azerbaijan with almost 1 million points. I think he maxed the visual on that base skin. Yeah, they are completely outnumbered. Another base drop in. Neto is back with a 5% base. I don't believe there are SOS. He's known to abuse the SOS, but this time the SOS is not gonna save him. So GOTH have to backtrack a little bit, start from the edge and work their way north. There will be a last plaza opening, so if they fail to capture the armory, it doesn't matter. They're gonna win by a landslide. Yeah, they're disengaging as we speak. Just when I say this, they are converging to the plaza. It will be open for contest in 3 minutes. Every time the plaza open, 3 minutes prior, they gather. They know they are
The Central Plaza will
synced
reopen in 3
like a
minutes.
good old clock.
Obviously, Mag, one reason the rocket launchers are definitely so powerful, and you notice that the bases drop, you know, a little bit, and then on that second and third volley drops more, because I'm sure, as you know, and many other people do know, but just to remind them that the rocket launcher's ability actually got a little buff quite a few updates ago. But on the second volley, if your rocket launcher doesn't move on the second, and I don't know if it goes again even more on the third, but it actually increases the damage output on the second volley, considering a lot of people would use the tactic with, you know, where you just move and shoot, because obviously 6 seconds or 5 to 6 seconds on that reload was enough to ruin the damage output. So Lilith actually buffed the rocket so it does more damage on its second and third attack.
Yeah, it's called a calibrated shot. The first shot is weaker and the following shot is stronger, but I don't think it ramps its power. It just increased 1 level, I believe. Oh, S40.
Okay.
S40, they want to redeem themselves and want to capture something. They want a piece of the armory, the supply depot, maybe? So just be on the lookout for that, friends.
I don't know if you're seeing this though. The bottom left of the map,
Yep.
S40 have actually backlogged. Not S40. GOTH have actually backlogged with their reserves, and everything is stuck down that bottom left side of the map right now. Look at that.
Bottom left of the map.
The bottom left,
Oh,
like
yeah,
in there,
yeah,
like
yeah, there's a-
everything's
oh, yeah.
clogged up. They
Everything
can't
is-
get through.
They cannot.
Oh no.
Yep, that is a huge issue. I don't think that will cost them the Plaza capture. They have
No.
mobilized there already. S40 is not interested to attempt to capture the Plaza. GOTH should just converge to the supply depot as it may be in danger. Nah, not even. I see, yeah, a few army groups. Yeah, you can hear GOTH dropping. So Slamjack will lose his base. So another 2,000 points. Yeah, another 2,000 points for S40. I don't see any anti-tank guns, so those bombers will have a field day bombing those troops. They benefit from a solid coverage, air cover with those jets. Redneck is in the area as well with Ruslana. So Redneck may be in danger. Will S40 attempt to burn Redneck? Let's find out. Yep. So oh yeah, Redneck have an empty base, pretty much. So yeah, not good. The Plaza is being captured, only 30 seconds left. So you can tell the difference in firepower. GOTH took more time to burn an empty base than GOTH burn a full base. That's crazy.
Domination.
So the jets are closing in, and when the jets are done cleaning, those bombers will have a field day bombing those troops. Yeah. 7 minutes to go until this Warbound is over. It's safe to say that GOTH will secure the W. They have almost twice as much points than S40 with a building advantage 8-6. So that little push of S40 didn't last long. I see Hope and Mao attempting to move in. For what reason? Not sure, but they're doing it anyways. Okay, Mao deploy his base, 5% HP. Hope as well with a 15% HP. That will not have a significant effect on this outcome. The chat is cheering for God. Let's go. You can do it. Nothing is impossible. But at this state, they need a miracle to win this. And it's not going to happen, sadly. I hear more bases building.
Annihilation.
Look how much blue units there are versus red. GOTH are pushing a little bit. Will this have an effect? I don't think so. At this stage, impossible to overcome.
I don't know if you're seeing this, Mag, but I'm just seeing right now Mao's just brought out 3 rocket launchers, which instantly got destroyed, unfortunately.
Yeah. You know, rocket launchers, they are great, but once they are being engaged, You have almost no time to react, especially when you play against a strong team. If you salvos and your unit is done.
And I said rocket launchers, but I misspoke, and I meant helicopters.
Oh,
He's got
helicopters.
3 helicopters out of nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And they died just as quick as the rocket launchers would have, so...
Oh, damn, that's bad news. Hope is empty. Hope is empty, and they saw this right away. GOTH, their situation awareness is good. They saw an easy target. They tasted blood in the water, and they will move him efficiently. There you have it. That was an easy base to bust.
It is crazy how fast they just came back from. Obviously, they were in the middle. They all left for the middle, and within what 2 minutes, the entire alliance was straight back there, ready to defend them again.
Yeah, incredible reaction time from GOTH. They are everywhere in a matter of minutes. So Ishina is also gone. Maybe a last push for GOTH to make a statement and maybe capture the armory. Will that be possible? That's gonna be challenging. They may attempt it. Oh, dug up when kaboom. I see a lot of troops from GOTH. Maybe they can do that. Maybe they can pull it off. Mad plus minus, only 1 troop inside the base. Only 1 troop, and that's quite a statement, because that troop may have like 10 reserves. He's probably out of reserves.
Attacked.
Yeah, he's probably out. He can't do anything. At this point, it's only a symbol, and he's gone. Neto lost everything. He's gonna go kaboom as well.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
he's training. He's trying to train. He's gonna need a hell of a drill instructor to train in a timely fashion, because the menace it has its doorstep. Neto is pretty much gone. Isu is getting engaged, and he's done. Well, he's training fast though. Oh. Uh-oh, the base is active. A bomber may have triggered the base. That's what happened. They shouldn't wait. They should have engaged that base right away, but they picked it up.
They picked that up really quick.
It could have been much worse. Ertugrul, Orca, and a handful, almost 2 handful of bases remaining in the area. But that will be too little too late. Only 1 minute 30 seconds until the end of this Warbound. That's not going to be enough to finish off and burn off this armory. B-52J. Thank you. Have a good day. And B-52B. Oh, S40 capture a turret? Really? Yeah, they did capture the turret. Wow, okay.
No, they lost their top right turret. I'm assuming a bomber came in and just burned it, and then obviously it burnt out, so they just rebuilt their turret. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's still 8-6, so 40 seconds
They almost lost their right-hand side turret. There was just one of each, but they seem to have both teleported away.
Yeah,
so.
everybody is locked in the left side.
It's left side.
Rorcal, he got a pretty stout base. He used this tactic. Yeah, oh, GOTH will lose a lot on this burn.
Yeah, also Shooter McGavin at the top left. He's just been burnt.
So Rorcal will survive this burn. 5 seconds. That's it. That's it, friends. What a Warbound. That was quite exciting. Jeez. So, what do you think about this upper tier Warbound scopes? Is that impressive or what?
It's impressive to watch. At no stage would like to be a part of it because, I mean, I don't even think I've survived the first volley of rocket launchers, let alone the second. Yeah, it's definitely a completely different league of the tier of gaming compared to obviously where I chill at. It is nice to see though. It's definitely nice to see the difference in levels. Obviously, even just the fact that I was expecting to see helicopters. I was expecting to see light tanks. Just in general, a lot more units, but. It's just 2 units in this battlefield. It's just MBs and rocket launchers
Yeah.
only, and that is something really interesting to see. And maybe I'll even take away this information for myself and give it a try. Let my alliance sort of, take some notes from this and see if it's any difference in the lower leagues, because maybe those helis and those light tanks do make a difference in the lower leagues, but obviously in the higher leagues, it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, the intensity is next level. Of course, we have two dominating alliances with top commanders. The motivation is high. They know that this what's at stake is huge. So there was a huge presence. Everybody was online, ready, and active. It was quite a show. Truly impressed by the activity level on both sides. Of course, GOTH had more firepower, better synergy. They were controlling the sky. Nothing that S40 could do. They tried, but it was not. They didn't have it. But they did much better than the first time they collided. The reason behind the popularity of the main battle tank, in my opinion, is they benefit from a shield when they enter combat. Mm-hmm. So the first few shots, you're not taking any damage compared to the helicopter. And don't forget that the helicopter take twice as much time to train than Liberty and Vanguard MBT.
Correct. Okay?
If you train fast, you can always pace yourself. If you train slow, you can't go fast. So that's why the tank is the preferred unit for field fight and tanking bases. You can produce them in a timely fashion. They have a shield, so it makes sense. But I will talk about that in my upcoming video of which armor to choose for outside Hegemon, outside Warbound. But I do, besides this league, I do believe that the helicopter will make a comeback as long as you understand the strength and weakness of that unit. Because the helicopter I tried against the main battle tank, both of the same power, and that the helicopter now it chews up the main battle tank. So it's made to counter the main battle tank, and with the new buff, it is more effective. However, for Warbound and Hegemon, it's so fast paced that you need a massive amount quick.
Yeah, no, I fully agree and understand. Yeah, so I mean, here's a pretty good question. Do you think the shield for the MB really has not necessarily made the MB OP, but made it so that even now with the helicopter update and other stuff like that, the MB is still going to be massively favorited? Because obviously when the MB came out, it was all you saw because it was so strong, and obviously they had to then buff the helis and other stuff, which then actually made the MB really weak until they gave the shield. So once they got that shield, instantly that has now become the favorite topic or the favorite unit within most topics. Do you think that shield is too much, or do you actually like it and think it's balanced being there?
We're gonna see. We'll see. We'll see with the game how it does, how it cope against the helicopter. But right now, the MB with the shield, it's pretty strong. And the only way to counter an MBT now is with a better MBT, right?
Yeah.
But stay tuned for my video. You'll be quite surprised.
I will be. I'm locked
for
in
the helicopter. It shocked me when I made the test. It shocked me. So, and I will try the helicopter for Hawaii. I will test it on the field to see how it goes, how strong it is. Not a fan of the training speed, and I think the helicopter is slower, have a slower ground speed than the MBT, but it does pack some firepower. We're gonna have to see.
For sure, for sure.
So, friends, congratulations for GOTH. Well played for S40. The next match, and probably the last match of the final, will happen next week. We're going to see WRK against GG for a second time, and we will see GOTH versus S40 for a second time. Is there any hope for S40 to win the second match and maybe go in overtime for a third match? Only time can tell. Hopefully they come better prepared, but I think they were ready. They just need a little bit more rallies and more synergy, more communication. And don't forget that this was prime time for GOTH. As for S40, they have many Asian players, and this time is not the best for them. But regardless, if you want to win this match, you have to make a sacrifice. There's no excuse, okay? Anyways, friends, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part in this stream with us. Scope, if you want to stick with me for a second, I'll say goodbye. So thanks.
Sure, I'll do the same.
Thanks to be with me, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.